Hey there, Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Moon, Scorpio Rising. Welcome to your reading for October 17th through the 23rd. The Sun moves into your sign on the 23rd, so happy solar return. I have to tell you that as I was getting ready to turn on the camera, I started itching, which means spirit is going to be all over your reading. You have an eclipse coming up next week on the, 25th? The 25th on Tuesday. And so you are this week really building toward that. So let's see what you have going on here. You have 2 overall energy cards. So I can tell we're good. Okay, so you have the card of the lovers. It's called love in this deck, and it's choice and trust, and the ace of crystals, which is the ace of pentacles, manifestation and prosperity. And so this is working in balance within yourself, and also possibly working in balance and coordination with someone else to move things forward. Those wolves are running together. You have that panda representing the ace of pentacles, which is definitely about moving forward in a measured, slower a step-by-step process, but it is in doing so with your eye on the goal. So it's about not wasting your energy, right? It is about taking action steps that move you in the direction of what you desire and what your goal is. So and you're nearing the end of a cycle, obviously. We got an eclipse coming up, right? This is a very busy time for you. There's so much busyness going on in this. So let's see if we can't figure out how to navigate all this. So the overall energy is this choice and this working toward what is of value to you. Making choices based around what is of value to you and taking action steps in regards to that. And then we have this energy here for the key to the situation is the Justice card. It is the truth and it is the clarity. It is truth and it is clarity. Both things together. It feels very karmic. So you have that coming in. All right. There is this energy. The thing you've been seeking is around financial stability, a sense of feeling capable and independent. Maybe you've been looking for promotion at work or leveling up to the next thing. But we have the 9 of crystals. And this is a spider, and it says security and abundance. When we have a spider, that is something you're actively working to create. This is something that requires you paying attention. And also when you snag something in your net, right? If you're a spider and you get a fly, well, excellent. That's dinner, right? But you also have to repair. So you have to not rest on your laurels. You have to keep actively working to get what you want. There is no taking it easy. It's so funny because sometimes the 9 of crystals will be represented by someone just casually strolling along. Now this time, this one says no. This one says you're going to have to actively stay on top of what it is you need to do. I'm laughing because that fly, when I said that's dinner and I thought that'll be juicy, I should have just said it, because here it says things are about to get really juicy. A little heads up. Giving love eventually becomes an even greater need than receiving love. So there's things are going to get really interesting here when we have this Lovers card. That's totally fun. All right, so you are trying to wrap up. You're trying to complete a cycle. There's a lot of responsibility that is around this, and sometimes I think you feel really exhausted, like I am nearing the end, and can I get there? Can I complete the cycle so that I can get to where it is I want to go? Because here we have the card around the anxiety is the things that's straining your energy. We have the World card, the completing, the fulfillment, the celebration. It's like you're like wrapping up a cycle, because here in the resource area you have the 10 of acorns, responsibility and dedication, 10 of wands. So there's a lot going on. You are like have so many things going on, and I'm trying to balance it all. You're going to have some luck come in to help you, though. There is some luck on the way. You are being asked wow, this is definitely, you're being asked to take a step back a little bit, to relax a little bit, because you need a break. You need a break. This weekend on Saturday, Venus is Cassini with the sun, and there's a great R&R, rest and relaxation kind of energy that day. And this week is super competitive. And so if you can plan ahead for Saturday to not overschedule, to take some downtime, you will totally benefit from that situation, because the obstacle here is the courage and the strength. The strength card, the courage and the endurance to be able to keep pushing forward. That has been the big obstacle. You're having to do a big heavy lift in order to complete the cycle. You cannot let off. Like something good comes in, you got to snag it, fix it up, keep going. And so there's this big pressure around that. However, in the area of how do you transform the situation, it is the beaver, which stays busy, but it's the Four of Pentacles. And this is control and security. And so it's more like, if you are working really hard and pushing really hard and you're just constantly running and running, are you taking that step back to observe enough to see where you need to shore up the dam? Where resources are leaking out? Like, it could be physical resources, mental, emotional, spiritual, whatever, financial. There's a shoring up of the resources, of the structure that you're building, that needs to happen here so that you can create the security. You're so close. You have a progression here. In first, you have this, how do you transform this situation? It's control and security. You know, paying attention to the details. I want to say it's the Four of Pentacles, but this one is not sitting there holding on to your resources. This is more of, because it's the beaver, it definitely feels like you need to be going over the plans, checking the details. Is everything where it's supposed to be? Is everything working the way it's supposed to be? Because if it is, then we have the Five of Pentacles next, which oftentimes is considered, a sad card. But if you look, this one's a ladybug. There's luck coming in. It says persistent and new possibilities. So you paying attention to the details and seeing what needs to be shored up, and the new possibilities and things landing. I want to say landing in your net. So almost as though you are networking out there and things are coming in, and while you're attending to the things that are coming in, you also need to maintain the integrity of the structure you have already built. And by being persistent and networking, expanding your network a little bit more, whether you're trying to bring in a job or searching for a house or a career move or a relationship, whatever it is you're trying to do here, it is the networking, the expanding of that, taking care of what you have while expanding. That is a lot to juggle. No wonder you're feeling all this sense of responsibility and the need to stay very dedicated to what you're doing. You can't really let off the gas. I do want to encourage you, though, to take some time. Saturday morning, sleep in. Have a nice, slow, easy day start. Give yourself a little bit of a break. You've got to fill up your tank if you're going to keep running. Okay, and once we hit eclipse season, which is just in a few days, you are going to be like shot out of a cannon. So make sure you're taking care of yourself, really taking care of yourself. The Sun and Venus both move into your sign on Sunday when we have Saturn stationing direct, and so structures are going to start moving forward again. And so make sure you have gas in the tank to work with. It feels really important. You have here when that moon is in Cancer on Monday, and it's talking to Neptune about your dreams and your goals, and there's just this really supportive energy about how to find your way forward. And Mercury has cleared its shadow. It says enjoy your extraordinary uniqueness. You are bringing something to the table that other people don't have. And that is where the gold is. That is where everything is gold for you. This truth and clarity here in the heart space, this is about definitely making sure that what you're choosing to do is in alignment with what your truth is and what is true about you and what your unique gifts and talents are. So inspiration and hope and love. Okay, I'm going to inspiration in the eyes that have watched you, hope in the minds that have admired you, and love in the hearts that have known you. And you have the Lover's card here. And here on when that moon is in Leo on Tuesday and Wednesday, you have the card of union, lemon and lime. This is two things working together to create something even better. And there's a mystery around it. You have the pumpkin. And so I don't think you can see everything that needs to be seen. I think that there's a lot of illumination that comes forward for you over the course of the next 5 to 6 weeks as we go through this eclipse cycle for you. And so keep driving forward. And so here in the heart space, you have comfort and prosperity, the hedgehog, the Queen of Pentacles. So in the heart space, this is being open to receiving what it is that you need that makes you feel comfortable and prosperous. So I feel like there's some other partner coming in, business partner, co-worker at work, someone who steps up to help you on a project, someone, if you're in school, it could be who you're teamed up with that you have to create a project with. It could be love for sure. But there seems to be a lot of financial cards here. And honestly, if the Lover's card wasn't here, I don't think I'd be in the union. I don't think it'd be about love. I think it's really about creating balance in what it is you're trying to create and manifest for yourself. I want to pull some cards for that moon in Virgo. It's there on Thursday and Friday. The moon in Virgo really is this energy of looking for the support system for yourself. It's going to trine with Uranus and Taurus, which is kind of opposing you. So it's more like the choice you make. This is odd little energy. It's like really paying attention, not only to the choices you're making, but the other ones that are going on around you and how they're affecting you. So, okay, here, this Queen of Crystals, this is Virgo energy. So on Thursday and Friday and Saturday, a couple of things. One, you have the Sacred Mirror. I don't know if you can read that. The Sacred Mirror is a reminder that what you put out into the world is what you receive back. How you view yourself is reflected out into the world. And that's why it's important that we always think well of ourselves and only say words of kindness about ourselves, and also that we put the energy out into the world that is generous and kind and considerate of others. So that is what we receive back. So you have here this Queen of Crystals, this nurturing. She's very nurturing energy. She is very caring about the things that are important to her, right? And it's in your heart space. And so this is about you nurturing yourself and nurturing your family and the people around you that mean a lot to you. And you have nourished the sacred feminine. Nourish the receptive, fertile energy in your heart space that you are going to be using to really push things forward so take some downtime, take care of yourself, and understand that the energy you're putting out into the world is coming back to you. It's being reflected back to you, because as we finish this week up and the sun moves into your sign, you've got the 8 of Wands. So you are going to be moving forward again next week, moving faster. This is energy and results. You are completing a cycle. These eclipses are going to shoot you out of a cannon and really get you moving. The moon will be in Libra Sunday and all the way up right until the eclipse, because that eclipse is happening at 2 degrees. So it's kind of extending this energy of Libra season where we're finding the balance, where we're negotiating what works and what doesn't work. There's a lot of power struggle energy this week, and you're really caught up in the heart of that power struggle energy about who's the boss, who's in charge, who's running the show, and can you softly negotiate your way through in order to get what you want. And nourishing that feminine energy is very much about being open to receiving what it is that you need and working collaboratively with others instead of my way or the highway energy. You will get much further this week if you are working in cooperation with others, if you're open and receptive to others' ideas and their support, And if you are giving that sacred mirror, if you are giving others support, you will receive it back. I cannot stress enough the importance of creating a balance in the dynamics of the relationships that you have at work, in career, in goals, in building something at home. That is key to success this week, because you are at a fork in the road. You're at a fork in the road. Of course you're at a fork in the road. Because when you get to that eclipse, things change. Things change. You're going to really see clearly the way forward. This week is about really being open and receiving. You have the card of co-create. Co-create with spirit. And also, because of this Lover's card here and this Union card here, oh gosh, it really could be co-create with spirit first and foremost. And that is by you getting in alignment with what your soul purpose is, and co-creating with spirit in order to manifest and bring it in. But on a very practical 3D world, this is co-creating with somebody who has a shared vision, and you're moving in the same direction to create and manifest something. So be open to receiving their ideas and working with their ideas also. Negotiating from a softer stance is going to be very beneficial this week. Don't forget, though, you have a lot of extraordinary gifts of your own, right? You really do. Okay, so things are about to get juicy. Things are about to really change and shift in a very positive direction for you. Very excited for you, Scorpio. Have a great week ahead. I look forward to seeing you. I do a video on Sunday nights at 7:30 Eastern Time Zone here in the U.S. And it's a premiere video, so the chat is live. So join me in the chat. And this looks really, really good. I'm on Facebook every day. And next week when I do the Sunday chat, so when I do the Sunday chat on the 23rd, I will be pulling cards special for that eclipse. So for each sign of the zodiac, so you might want to put that on your calendar. All right, you guys take really good care. Have a great week. It looks like you're setting yourself up for success, and that is a good thing. I'll talk to you soon.